Myself, Ashutosh Paun, Faculty, Department of BCA, Harprasad Das Jain College, Ara. In today's video lecture, I am going to discuss a topic from the paper code 2BCA2, paper name Advanced Programming in C, and the topic is structures with pointers. Structures with pointers. I have already discussed about a structure and pointer separately in my two video lectures. In these video lectures, I have taught you what is a structure and what is pointer. I have also taught you about how to use these two topics while coding a program in C language. What does a structure do and what does a pointer do in the program? I have already taught in those two separate video lectures that I have already uploaded at Harprasad Das Jain College website. But before discussing these two topics together in this video lecture, I want to make you remember about these two topics. What is a structure? A structure enables the programmer to create their own data types. To create such data types that the language does not provide you. There are some features in C language that you can use in the program. These features are structures, unions, enums, and typedefs. 4 keywords of C language: structure, union, enum, and typedef can be used to create own or user-defined data types. There are two types of data types in C language. One is known as system-defined data type and other is known as user-defined data type. System-defined data types are also known as predefined data types or are also known as inbuilt data type. These data types exist in the language in the form of keywords. Among 32 or 38 keywords, whatever is written by a writer in his book, among 32 or 38 keywords, there are 4 words that are used as data types. These 4 words or keywords are int, char, float, or double. These 4 keywords are system defined or inbuilt or predefined data types. A data type specifies to the compiler about the amount of memory to be created for a named variable, the range of value to be stored in the named variable, named memory, and the type of value to be stored in the specified named memory. These are the functions of data type in a program. Suppose you have to store a value like 15 to represent the roll number of a student. Then 15 is an integer quantity. To hold such value during the execution of the program in the computer's memory, you have to declare an integer type of variable in the program. To declare an integer type of variable, you can use int data type that already exists in C language. Suppose you have to store the information like M that represent male or F that represents female. To access the gender information of any student being admitted in the college. To hold such value f or m, you have to declare a character type of variable in the C language program. To declare a character type variable, you can use char data type that already exists in C language. But what you will do when you have to access the date of birth or the date of admission of the student being admitted in the college or the school. To create such memory that can hold the date of birth or date of admission during the execution of the program, C does not provide any keyword that you can use to create a memory that can hold such value like date of birth or date of admission. But nothing to bother about it. C have some other keywords that enables you to create your own data type. Among these keywords, I am going to discuss one of the keyword, that is a struct. A struct is a keyword that is referred as structures. A structure enables to create your own data type. Hence, you can specify what amount of memory will be created to hold your required value during the execution of the program. As for example, to hold date of birth of any student or date of admission of any student, you must have to store the day, month and year combinedly into a memory. Hence, you have to create a memory that can store combinedly day, month and year so that you can represent the date of birth or date of admission of a student. And such type of memory can be created with the help of a structure. A structure is a collection of similar or dissimilar type of values. Day, month and year. All three values are of integer type. All these values are of similar type. And collectively, by combining them, you can create a memory that you can name either DOB or date of admission, DOA. You can create such memory, but before creating such memory, you have to specify to the compiler that these values are being kept collectively in a memory, and for this you have to use a structure in the program, because a structure is a collection of similar or dissimilar, maybe similar and maybe dissimilar. Day, month and year are of similar type and they can be collectively stored into a single memory, and to create such memory, new data type can be created by using a structure. To create your own data type, you have to first declare the structure in the program. And to declare the structure in the program, as I have already taught you in the video lecture about a structure that has been uploaded already at Harprasad Das Jain College website, I have given syntaxes to declare a structure. One of the syntaxes that can be used to declare a structure has been currently put on the board. The other syntaxes that I am going to make you remember, the second syntax may be that you can use you may use to declare a structure is this is the other syntax that you can use to declare a structure. You can see that everything is similar like the previous syntax that I had already written on the board, but I have declared here a structure variable in between the two characters curly bracket close and semicolon. Between these two characters I have put in the syntax to declare the structure variable name. This syntax can also be used to declare a structure. Another syntax that you can use to declare a structure is, this is another syntax that you may use to declare a structure. But when you are using this syntax to declare a structure, you have to remember that you have to declare the structure variable after closing curly bracket and before terminating the structure declaration with semicolon. You have to declare all the necessary structure variables between these two characters. If you are not declaring any variable between the any structure variable between the characters curly bracket close and semicolon, then you cannot declare any structure variable after this line in the program when you are using this syntax to declare a structure. Now, to discuss the topic structure with pointers, I am going to use a syntax to declare the structure as suppose you are using this syntax to declare a structure, then whenever you will require to declare a structure variable, you can use another syntax that I have put on the board here. This is the syntax that you have to use to declare a structure variables in the program. Now, this syntax starts with the keyword struct that you have already used a struct keyword to declare a structure. This keyword is also required at the time of declaration of a structure variable and at the time of declaration of structures. So, when you have to declare a structure variable, you have to first put a struct keyword in the code line, and then you have to type the tag name that you have given as an identifier name after the struct keyword in the declaration line of structure. The same keyword that you have coded as an identifier name while declaring the structure, you have to use while declaring the structure variable in the program. After this identifier name, you have to put a blank space and then you have to use an identifier name that will be referred as a structure variable name. This identifier acts as a data type because this identifier you have used first at the time of declaration of the structure. At the time of declaration of a structure, you are providing the information about the name and the member of the data type that you are going to create in the program. And this data type is being used to declare variable that will create a named memory location during the execution of the program. Suppose you have to declare pointers of a structure type, then you have to use a syntax to declare a structure pointer variable. But before teaching you how to declare a structure pointer, I want to make some point remember about pointers. What is pointer? Pointer is a variable that holds the address of any similar type of memory. Pointers are such variables that hold the address of similar type of memory during the execution of the program. Suppose you have to store the address of an integer memory, then you should have an integer pointer variable declared in the program. Similarly, if you have to store the address of a structure memory, then you should have a structure pointer declared in the program. And to declare a structure pointer in the program, you have to use a syntax that I am going to put on the board here. A struct tag name, dereference operator, then an identifier name. That identifier will be referred as a structure pointer variable. By using this syntax, you can declare a structure pointer variable in the program. Any identifier that precedes the dereference operator in the declaration line, then that identifier is referred as a pointer variable in the program. And in the syntax that I have written on the board, I am using the keyword struct and then after a space the tag name. Struct and the tag name that you have used to declare the structure in the program. Hence, you are declaring a structure pointer variable, and this structure pointer variable will hold the address of a structure memory during the execution of the program. To store the address of a structure memory in the structure pointer variable, you have to write a statement in the program by using the syntax that I am going to put on the board here. This is the syntax that you have to use to store the address of a structure memory in a structure pointer variable. After storing the address of a structure memory in a structure pointer variable, you can access the member of a structure variable by using the structure pointer variable, and for this you have to use another syntax that I am going to put here on the board. This is the syntax that you have to use whenever you have to access any structure variable member by using the structure pointer variable. The syntax is this is the syntax that you have to follow whenever you want to access any structure variable member by using the structure pointer variable. You have to first precede the dereference operator before the structure pointer variable identifier name that you may have declared by using this syntax in the program. You have to use this syntax to declare the structure pointer variable, and if you have to access the members of this structure variable whose address you have stored in a structure pointer variable, then you have to use this syntax that I have provided here on the board. Now, another syntax you can use to access the members of a structure variable whose address has been stored in a structure pointer variable by using the name of a structure pointer variable. This syntax is called indirection operator. This indirection operator has to be used